Howdy and welcome to the Watch Me First overall disclaimer episode of Bitcoin Protocol Fundamentals. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general can evoke a strong initial emotional response, so I want to clarify some stuff before I begin. The content I'm creating is not about how to invest in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. And no, I wasn't one of the early adopters in Bitcoin amassing some giant crypto fortune. In sum, this isn't about investing, trading, or predicting the price of Bitcoin. Instead, I'm interested in understanding how it works on a deep level. Also, the content is about Bitcoin specifically and not about any other cryptocurrency. If it turns out to be helpful in the future to explore another currency, I might do so. But for now, this is strictly about Bitcoin. So why am I doing this? Bitcoin has become my metaphorical gateway into Python, cryptography, and math. Whether Bitcoin becomes a panacea or a pariah is up to you to judge. I just want to understand how it works. In doing so, I've rediscovered a love of math, picked up a bit of a new language, and overall continue to have a blast learning an entirely new subject, cryptography. I thought I'd have the entire project wrapped up by this point. My intent was to offer the content from start to finish. However, if I wait until I'm completely finished, I may never release anything. As my son would say, "Come on, Dad. Just get it out there." My goal is to require only an understanding of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, as well as a bit of algebra. That's it. Everything else is either explored down to the mathematical principle or specifically identified as a black box saved for future exploration. And I'm really counting on y'all to let me know if there's some concept I've overlooked via the comments section of each video. I began this odyssey looking around the web for resources on the Bitcoin protocol, but only got serious after attending a 2-day course taught by Jimmy Song. I've included a link to his course in the description of this video. Jimmy's not only a super intelligent teacher, he's also a really down-to-earth person that's been instrumental in getting folks up to speed with Bitcoin programming. He encourages everyone to experiment with how to best internalize the information he teaches. And believe me, as you'll see, I need a lot of internalizing. Right after Jimmy's class, I created my first video summarizing the overall Bitcoin protocol. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, I encourage you to do so now. I have included a link to that video in the description below. One part of that summary provided a very quick overview of how keys, signatures, transactions, and hashes interact. Over the last few months, I dropped down the rabbit hole, really trying to understand the math behind the protocol. I focused on the equations used to create private and public keys, signature creation and verification, as well as hashes. I also explored how each of these components interact to produce the features of Bitcoin. To those of you who've been on this channel before, you know I find that trying to explain something I've learned to others is the best way for me to internalize it. And since I'm old, recording these explanations on video is ideal for when I ultimately forget everything and need breadcrumbs, in this case the videos, to lead me back to an understanding. Having said that, it's even funnier to think that anyone could be confused on this next point. But in the interest of full disclosure, I am not a cryptography expert, which I know is a shocking revelation. One thing I've learned in this ongoing quest to understand Bitcoin and the math and cryptography behind it is to stay humble. One day you think you'll really understand something only to find out later that what you thought you knew wasn't completely accurate. So if I've screwed something up, let me know and use the comments to also ask each other questions. And if I have time, I'll try to participate as well in the discussion. Anyway, I look forward to getting started on this journey, and thanks for watching.